Welcome back to the Mountain Morning Show. We are back with our friend Helen Davies from the National Ability Center and Stephen Jacobo, Paralympic bobsled athlete. Good morning.
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 So we are on a theme right now, and I want to start off just to get everybody's attention about what the goal of all of this promotion for the event is, and it's to get you guys into the 2022 Olympics, correct?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
We want to be in Beijing, and you guys all deserve to be there. So tell us about the event happening in Park City.
Well, it starts, we're going to be out here until pretty much Thanksgiving, training and competing. This is actually my third time out here in Park City, so we have 2 World Cup competitions, and it should be pretty fun. We have a lot of competition to look forward to.
That's fun. And now I talked to some of the skeleton athletes that maybe tried bobsled first and then changed their mind. They didn't want to be in the back. I want to hear from you, Stephen. What made you stick with it? Why do you love bobsled the most?
Well, I did try skeleton once, and like I said, I would rather stick to bobsledding. Same thing like how the skeleton guys say. For me,
they're like, no, not doing it. Yeah.
For us, it started as a team, man. Like me, I've always been the pilot, and then we would have the amputee in the back as the brakeman. But now we're just monobob, so we drive and we brake. I enjoy it. It's a lot of fun, and I feel like I'm pretty good at it, so I stick with it.
I would say you're pretty good if you're. you're all right.
It's just the speed. It is scary. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I do get scared every single time I'm sitting there on top of the track and just looking down the hill, waiting to go. It's like. There's sometimes where I even do say a prayer because, anything can go bad.
I'm so glad you said that, because as a spectator, we say a prayer for you when we watch you come down that thing. And I think it was interesting that Jason even said he feels a little nervous too. And you always wonder what's going through the athlete's mind before a competition like that.
Yeah, I mean, because, anything can happen. Like, you'll have a great run, and then a day later, something bad can happen. Like, crashes, they're not fun. You're going so fast down that track, any little bump, it's really going to hurt you. And there's been times where my shoulders are just bruised up, even from being in the sled. Like, you think you're protected, but you still get beat up pretty good.
So it's that healthy balance, like they said, of fear and discipline.
Yeah.
The rush and the fear makes it all happen.
Yeah, like I just say a prayer and just tell myself to do it. And I try to stay as calm as I can, and I found out that really works for me.
That's wonderful. And Helen, it must be really exciting for you to see this sport gain so much popularity and notoriety, and you can see where it's going, because you were there from the beginning.
Right. So I know that Michi originally she helped out get the bobsled team going, and then it kind of faded out again. So now we're trying to get the excitement going. I've loved bobsled since I was a child, so it's huge for me. But having athletes now that meet our mission with the National Ability Center, hopefully we can start to help trying to support them and move forward. And Stephen's staying with us at the National Ability Center this week with one of our first bobsled women. So Dawn Makoba, she got in really late last night, so she's not here this morning. But
we forgive you, Dawn. It was an early morning for everybody.
And then we have a female from Latvia as well. So it's very exciting that we're actually getting some females interested. Now we need the female skeletons.
Yes, you're not going to stop with just getting into the Olympics. You want female as well.
No, and trying to spread the word. I mean, I worked with the U.S. team selectionals the other week and trying to, get them to get more people interested and reach out to people so that we can get more people taking part, because that's the only way we're going to get to the Olympics.
Well, and that's just it too. I think it's worth mentioning. I mean, in Park City, we're all such huge supporters of all Olympic athletes, but especially we're fortunate to have a bobsled, a skeleton track right in our backyard, so we get it. We get how much fun this sport is. But for people who may not be as familiar with it, what do you think is holding it back from becoming, the sport that it should be?
I just think people don't realize that they can go and train, they can go and take lessons up there, they can go and try out. I know that my husband threw himself down the track last winter and is now completely obsessed.
Is he?
So I think you just have to, as he says, be a sack of potatoes, go down, try it out, and then see what happens from there. I've been down the track.
You've done it personally?
Yes, it's unbelievable.
Helen, you brave woman.
I've been on the bobsled from the top, and it's like, it's something else.
It's something else. You go to that Zen place.
It is.
Right?
It's a rush.
It really is. I think a lot of people don't really know too much about the sport. I mean, I only knew a little bit about it when I first heard about it, but I think just because it's so extreme and you only see it basically like in the Olympics.
Right.
So I think that's why there's not very many people in the sport. So when I got invited to come out and do it, I had somewhat an idea what it was, but then I just fell in love with it. So it's just a matter of getting it out there so more people understand what
Once
it
you
is.
see it, you'll love it, right?
It's Formula One racing on ice.
On ice.
That's the way.
That is a
Pretty
good
much.
description.
It's-
Formula One on
yeah,
ice.
I think that's the best way I can describe it.
That's
so.
fantastic. All right, so for everybody who wants to come down and support you guys, give us the details of the event.
It's every morning. They're training on Thursday and Friday, and the competition's on Saturday. I think Saturday and Sunday morning.
Okay, Saturday and Sunday morning. But
yeah,
you can go to the website, right?
Yes, you can go to the website up at the UOP and come out and watch it. It's amazing, especially at turn 12. That's
At turn 12.
Turn
Insider
12.
tip, turn 12 from
Yeah,
Helen.
I got my memories on Facebook this morning, and it was me with a picture of the the UK bobsled team for 2 years ago,
Okay.
and it was like, you have no idea, standing next to them when they rush past you, and then the next one I see is Dorian on a skeleton, because I think it was pretty cool seeing
is
people
very
come
cool.
down. So
All right, Stephen and Helen, thank you so much for being here this morning.
Thank you.
And help promote a fantastic sport.
tomorrow, saluting our heroes for the NAC. It's our big military fundraiser down in Salt Lake City. It's a luncheon tomorrow, saluting our heroes.
All right, thank you, Helen.
Want to put that out there.
I'm going to put that out there for sure. If you want to support her heroes, and many of mine, you're going to want to head over to the National Ability Center website, check out the details for tomorrow's event, and then this weekend head to Utah Olympic Park to celebrate and support the Paralympic bobsled and skeleton athletes. I'm telling you, you are not going to want to miss this. Help get this sport into the Olympics by 2022. This is the Mountain Morning Show right here on Park City Television. We'll be back.